before I get out of here, let me address something. I was just on Instagram and it was a guy on a podcast, and he was saying that women that are most educated, women that, make six figures, they're having a problem in the dating pool. Let me say this. I am a woman who is way over 40, meaning that, I'll be 50 in about 9 months. So I've been married to the same man for 19, 20 years. We've been together about 25, 26 years. But this is what I'm going to say. A lot of men are intimidated by a woman that makes more money than them. And a lot of times women do say, hey, if I make $150,000 a year, I need a man that can match that or make more. Now, here is where the problem comes in. Then you put all these other things on your list. He need to be 6 feet tall. He need to have this and he need to have that. Shorten the list a little bit, especially if you're like 35 and up, because the time is running out. I'm not saying settle, because I have daughters and I'm telling you, don't settle. You don't need no man where you're going to be out here struggling or where you're paying all the bills. And another thing I don't agree with, I don't care what how people feel, with the whole 50-50 thing, because it's never 50-50. You talking about somebody helping you pay bills, okay, but let's do 50-50 with everything. How about you take care of 50% of the kids' responsibilities? How about you take care of 50% of the cooking, the chores? You're not going to do that. You want me to help pay bills, but then I have to do everything else. That's not fair. So the dating pool got a little pee-pee in it right now. But ladies, stand your ground. And fellas, come correct. That's it. Y'all have a blessed day.
Okay, Shalom. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, as well as much respect and honors to the brothers that are pushing this truth in sincerity across the four winds of this earth and risking their lives and freedom to do so. I would also like to give much honors and respect to the brothers and sisters that are of the hopeful elect, that are doing their very best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to the best of their abilities. Shalom. As you saw in this short video that I just shared with you, you have this Eve right here, and she's making some comments about dating and whatnot. Now, she's made a few comments, and actually a couple of them had stood out and caught my attention. And one of the first comments that she made was she had said that most men are intimidated by women when that woman makes more money than them. Okay. Now, that right there is not true. Okay. Because most men are not intimidated by women, who make more money than them. Okay. Now, here it is. I will say this. You have a lot of women, a lot of our women from the nation of Israel. And when I say the nation of Israel, I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and those that are of the speckled bird that look like these other nations, but you go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on your father's side. You have a lot of our women, and it's mainly the so-called black woman. A lot of our women, they want men to be intimidated by them because they may make a bigger or a larger salary than that man, okay? You have a lot of our women who want that, okay? Not saying all of them, but a lot of them do. They want men to be intimidated by them because, they may make a bigger salary than that man, okay? And in many cases, a lot of these women, who may make these, nice salaries and whatnot, in many cases it goes to their head, okay? And, and when it goes to their head, in many cases, a lot of these women, it's hard to, basically deal with them because in many cases, they're not, they don't want to submit to the man. Here it is. They want to try to rule over the man. They want to challenge the man, the Israelite man, on every little thing. They want to buck up against the Israelite man on every little thing. Okay. And so, back to what she was saying. She was saying that most men are intimidated by women who make more money than them. That's not the case, okay? It's not the man being intimidated by the woman, okay? That man, he just don't want to deal with all of the BS, okay, that comes with a lot of these women, who make these large salaries or who may make more money than them. He don't want to. That man just don't want to deal with that BS, okay? Because in many cases, you have a lot of women who may make, more money than the man. As I was saying, okay, it goes to their head, it puffs their head up, okay, and you can't really tell them anything, okay? They want to challenge you on everything, okay? They want to buck up against you on every little thing, okay? And so again, okay, most men are not intimidated by women, okay, who make larger salaries than them, okay? Most men just don't want to deal with the BS, okay, that comes with a lot of these women, okay, who may make that larger salary, okay, and their head is all puffed up and whatnot, okay? Because here it is, getting into relationships with women like that, to where that woman don't want to listen to you, she always wants to challenge you on every little thing, she wants to try to rule over you, that makes, a very difficult, relationship. Okay, that's nothing but a headache. Okay, and most men don't want to deal with that. Okay. Now she made another comment too. She was saying that women don't settle. And I can understand that. Because nobody wants a bum. I totally get that. But and then she made another comment too, and she was saying something along the lines as so far as about if a man wants a woman to help out with the bills and whatnot, that man should be helping out with the other duties, such as the cooking and cleaning and the taking care of children and whatnot. Now here it is, you already have a lot of men, okay, that are doing these things, okay. But now here it is, she said, men don't want to do these things. But you have a lot of men that are already out here doing these things. Okay. And, when you listen to a lot of these women, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of these women, they act like they don't want to be a helpmate unto that man. Okay. They want that man to be a helpmate to them. Okay. They want that man to basically wait on them all hand and foot. Okay. They want that man to pretty much submit to them. This is what's pushed over here in Babylon the Great. Everything is just totally out of order and everything is upside down. And a lot of our women have taken on, the enchantments and the philosophies that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great. Here it is. A lot of our women, they, they'll get, they've taken on a lot of these enchantments such as Miss Independent. I don't need a man, and this is what Esau wants. This is why Esau, gives, all these different goodies to a lot of our women, such as, free housing, WIC and welfare and stuff like that, child support. And Esau, he'll even, hook, Eve up with a nice paying job and whatnot. And Esau does this, to basically keep, the woman at odds against the man. Okay, and to keep the family, to keep our family structure broken down and whatnot. And it's worked in many cases, okay? But, I saw this video right here, and I just thought that I would do a quick lesson on it. What I'm going to go ahead on and do is I'm going to bring out a few scriptures. But, I want to touch on one more thing. Okay, yeah, and she was saying, that, if, that man wants that woman to go in with, paying half the bills, that man, he should be, doing other duties, as I was mentioning earlier, such as, cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. And again, as I was saying, you already have men that are out here doing these things. OK, but, since she wants to go there, how about, she do some of the things that men do that, men do around the house. OK, now here it is. Men, make sure that house doesn't fall apart. OK, and some of those things that men do, our prime example would be like mowing the yard, making sure that the yard is cut. Okay. Making sure that yard is cut and making sure that yard is treated. Okay. To keep the snakes and all types of other pests and critters, from creeping up into the yard and possibly getting into the home and whatnot. Okay. Since she wants to divide the duties up, why don't she go out there and do one of those, mow the yard. Okay. Also too, what men do. Okay, so far as, the gutters on the home, okay? men make sure that the gutters on the home are clean, okay, to make sure that those gutters on the home are properly draining, okay, to prevent flooding, okay, and also to prevent, mildew and no rot from coming upon your home, because if gutters are not, properly cleaned, here it is, you'll have your facial boards on your home as well as your soffits on your home, they can rot as a result of that. So, I mean, when does she, get out there and clean out the gutters and whatnot, or make sure that the gutters are clean, okay? Also, too, I mean, things break down in the home, okay? When does she make sure that those things are fixed, okay? And you may have some women who do those things, but not a lot of them. Not a lot. There's not a lot of women, okay? But, these are things that men do, okay? Real men make sure that these things are taken care of and make sure these things are done to make sure that that house doesn't fall apart, okay? But she wants to talk about dividing up duties and stuff like that, since you want to go there, I mean, I'm saying, how about you do some of these things that I just mentioned that men do, okay? But see, I bet you she'll look at you crazy. I mean, I'm saying, when you say something like that to her. But again, I mean, I'm saying, like I say, this place has really messed up the minds of a lot of our people. Babylon the Great has really messed up the minds of a lot of our people because everything is totally out of order over here. Okay, you got women, wanting to rule over men. Okay, you got women who don't want to submit to men. Okay, and this place has to go. Okay, because it has really messed up the minds of our people. Okay, it has messed up the minds of the men as well as the women. Okay. But I saw this, this short video, and I just thought that I would do a quick lesson on it. I'm going to go ahead and bring out a few scriptures, and then we'll end the lesson. Okay, this is the book of Ephesians, and this is chapter 5, and I want to start in verse 22. And it reads, "Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord." Verse 23, it says, "For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Hamashiach, so let your wives be to their own husbands in everything." Okay. And see, the man who is the husband is the head of the wife. Okay. And women are supposed to submit to their husbands. However, when you bring this scripture out, a lot of our women, they don't want to hear it, okay? And it's mainly because, they've been indoctrinated with the wicked philosophies and enchantments that's pushed out over here in Babylon the Great. Everything is out of order over here in Babylon the Great. This place has literally, destroyed the minds of a lot of our people, okay? This place, Babylon the Great, it literally caters to women, okay? Babylon the Great is a queendom, okay, versus a kingdom. And many of our women have, taken on these wicked philosophies and enchantments that's pushed out over here. And many of our women, as a result, don't want to submit to their husbands. Here it is. You have a lot of our women. They want to try to rule over their husbands. Okay. And because Esau may have, given, some of our women, a nice paying job, or he gives them other little benefits and little perks and whatnot, such as free housing, child support, and welfare and stuff like that. Many of our women feel as though, that they're above the man. And again, Babylon the Great has really done a number on our people. And this place has to go. Okay. And Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. Okay. This place, Babylon the Great, is circling the toilet right now as we speak. Okay. And with that being said, these proud Eves, okay, who don't want to get in order. Okay. They're going to fall over here in Babylon the Great. These proud Eves, as well as these wicked Jakes, they're going to fall over here in Babylon the Great. Right along with these Edomites and the rest of these heathens over here. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians, and this is chapter 11, and this is verse 3. And it reads, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High." Okay. And so, regardless if a woman, makes more money, than her man is still the head. Okay. Her man is still over her. Thus says the Lord. But, many of our women, they want to ignore these scriptures. Men of our women, they feel as though that they're better than the man. Or, here it is, you have men of our women, they want to try to rule over the man, all because Esau may have set them up, and may have given them a nice paying job, or as I was saying earlier, he may have given them other little goodies and whatnot in this queendom of his. And in many cases, Esau, he sets our women up, with all of these different jobs. He'll put, several of our women in authoritative positions, as well as give them other little perks and goodies. Esau, he does these things to keep our women at odds, against the men. And in many cases, it's worked. Okay, and this is why you're having, many of our women, feeling as though that they're better than the man, or here it is, you're having a lot of our women they want to try to rule over the man, okay, or here it is, you're having several of our women they wanting men to be intimidated by them, all because Esau has set them up with a nice paying job, okay, and again, it's not that man is intimidated by that woman, or her job, okay, that man he just don't want to deal with the BS, okay, that comes with a lot of these women. Who feel as though they're better than the man, or, they want to rule over the man, all because they may, bring in a nice income. Okay. Because all that's going to be to that man is just a headache. Okay. And real men want peace. Okay. This is Proverbs, and this is chapter 9, and this is verse 13. And it reads, "A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing." Now, here it is. A lot of the things that this Eve in the video was saying was foolishness. Okay. And instead of her being, shamefaced, quiet, and in order, she, just like many of our women, they want to take to social media and they want to spew out a bunch of madness about men. Okay. Now, here it is. She said that, men don't want to help out with the cooking and the cleaning and the taking care of the children and whatnot. And that right there is a flat out lie. Because there's plenty of men that are out here doing these things, I'm one of them, and I know plenty of other men who are doing the same things. But see, with that being said, many of our women, they feel as though that they're the prize, and that man is supposed to wait on them hand and foot. But women, you are not the prize, okay? That man is the prize. And a lot of these proud women, okay, who feel like that, they're going to find out very soon when Jacob's trouble, comes into full effect. Okay, because when Jacob's trouble comes into full effect, okay, all hell is going to be breaking loose. Okay, and a lot of these proud women, okay, who feel like they're the prize and feel like they're above the man, okay, and feel like that they don't need a man. Okay, they're going to be wanting a real man in those days. Okay, but it's going to be too late for a lot of them. Okay, a lot of them are going to be left out there to deal with the calamities. Okay, that's going to come with Jacob's trouble. A lot of them are going to be destroyed. Okay. Proverbs chapter 9, this is verse 13 again. It says, "A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing." Okay, and then see also this Eve, she had mentioned, about men, wanting women to help with the bills. Like as if, that's a bad thing or something. Here it is. If you're working, if that woman is working and she's living there, why wouldn't that woman want to contribute to helping that man out with the bills? To release some of the stress off of that man. To help make sure that everyone and everything in that home is taken care of. Why wouldn't that woman want to help out? But see, like I was saying, this is why, a lot of Jakes, are pretty much done with Eve. Okay. And this is why you're having a lot of Jakes. They're dealing with women of other nations. Okay. Because, men of our women, especially the women over here in Babylon the Great, are through. Here it is. Many of our women over here in Babylon the Great, they're full of attitude. Okay, many of our women are very unapproachable. Okay, here it is. Many of our women, they have taken on manly spirits. And all of these things are a total turnoff. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, and this is chapter 36, and this is verse 24. And it reads, "He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest." Okay? And see, a wife is a man's possession. And when you possess something, you own it. Okay? And so, if a man's wife is his possession, and if that woman is working, whatever salary or income that woman is bringing to that home into that home, also, that man possesses that as well. Okay. Now, see, here it is when you bring that out, you're going to have a lot of women. Okay. They're going to get, upset about that. Okay. And I won't be surprised if you have some, wicked Eves. They come to the comment board and spew out a bunch of madness. But oh, well, so be it. You have to stand on the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Okay. Let's read this again. Ecclesiastes chapter 36, and this is verse 24 again. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Okay. And again, a man's wife is his possession. Okay. But with that being said, a real man is not going to abuse this law. Okay. A real man is going to make sure that his wife has everything she needs. Okay. A real man is going to make sure that his wife is well taken care of. Ecclesiastes chapter 36, this is verse 24 again. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Okay, and see, here it is. The majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great, they don't want to be a help to their man, nor do they want to be a pillar of rest to that man. Here it is. As I was saying earlier, many of our women over here in Babylon the Great, they're full of attitude. They want to challenge their man on every little thing. They want to buck up against the Israelite man on every little thing. They want to try to rule over the Israelite man. However, when they're dealing with Esau on these jobs, they know how to get in order then. Okay. They know how to be very ladylike. Okay. When they're on the job dealing with Esau on these jobs, but as soon as they get home, all of that goes out the window. Okay. And here it is. I mean, they want to buck up against the Israelite man on every little thing. Okay. They want to, be full of attitude, okay? With the Israelite man, okay? They want to challenge him on every little thing, okay? And in many cases, when Eve can't get her way with the Israelite man, she wants to threaten and call, the police on Jake. She wants to call Esau on the man, so Esau, will put the man out the home, okay? Or she want to threaten to take the children away from Jake, and threaten to keep Jake from seeing the children. This is what a lot of our women do. This happens quite often amongst our people. Ecclesiastes chapter 36, and this is verse 24 again. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Okay, and see, here it is. When you bring this scripture out, men of our women, they don't want to hear it. Okay, and that's because men of our women, they don't fear the Lord. But they're going to fear the Lord very soon, because Babylon the Great is heading down the toilet, and all hell is about to break loose very soon over here. Okay? All hell is about to break loose over here very soon. Okay? And these women, who want to rule over men, these women who feel as though that they're above the man, all because they may have a nice paying job, those of our women who have this type of mentality, they're going to either get in order, okay, or they're going to be left out here to deal with the calamities that's going to come with Jacob's trouble. Either they're going to get in order or they're going to be destroyed. It's just that simple. When all hell breaks loose, a lot of these women who say that they don't need a man, they're going to be wanting a man in that day. But it's going to be too late for a lot of them. Okay, this is Proverbs, and this is chapter 31, and this is verse 3. And it reads, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings. Men of Israel, don't give your strength over to a woman. Just because that woman may make a bigger income, or she may bring in a larger income, does not mean that she's the head of the relationship. Just because she may make a nice income does not mean that she has the right to rule over you. Okay? Giving your strength over to a woman will end bad. Okay? There's been a lot of men that have given their strength over to women. Okay? And a lot of those men that have done that, the woman doesn't respect them. Okay? In many cases, okay, when men have given their strength over to women, okay, a lot of bad things have happened to those men, such as, in many cases, men have ended up homeless, or in prison, or 6 feet under, all because they gave their strength over to a woman. Okay? The Most High has set up an order, and the man is the head, not the woman. Okay? The man is to lead, not the woman. Okay, this is going to be my last scripture, And this is in the book of Isaiah, and this is chapter 32, and this is verse 9 that I want to start in. And it reads, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Okay, and see, here it is. Many of our women, they're living at ease and they're living carelessly over here in Babylon the Great. Here it is. You have a lot of our women. They want to take to social media, just like how this Eve, was taking to social media and whatnot, and they want to, be all clamorous and whatnot. Okay, many of our women, they want to take to social media and they want to be all half dressed and whatnot. They want to twerk and do all these type of things on social media. Okay, you have many of our women over here in Babylon the Great. They're living it up. They're living it up off of these, these goodies and benefits that Esau gives them, such as WIC, housing, welfare, and child support. And see, here it is, Esau, he may even give, Eve a nice paying job, and whatnot. Okay. And in, many cases, when Eve, gets a nice paying job, it goes to Eve's head in many cases. I'm not saying all the time, but in many cases it does. It goes to her head. Okay. And it makes Eve think that, she's above the man and, or that she doesn't need a man. Okay. And see, here it is. Esau, he gives all these different goodies and things like that to our women, to basically try to keep our women at odds against the men and to keep our families broken down and destroyed. And it's worked in many cases. Okay. And this is why, this is why you have a lot of Jakes, they're no longer wanting to deal with Eve anymore. Okay. This is why you have a lot of Eves out here that are single. Okay. And this is why you have the divorce rate. Okay. That's steadily on the rise amongst our people. Okay. Isaiah chapter 32, and this is verse 9 again. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Okay, and see, giving ear unto the Lord's speech is listening to his prophets, because the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece. Verse 10, it says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." Okay, see, here it is, many of these government benefits, and these jobs, that our women are getting, they're about to be done away with. And this is actually happening right now. Okay. Just look at what's happening. Just look at what's happening to a lot of these federal employees. A lot of these federal employees are getting fired. Okay. From these government jobs. I actually know someone who got fired yesterday from their job, their federal job. Okay. And see, speaking of that, you have a lot of Eves who work for the federal work for the federal government. Okay. And here it is. You have a lot of Eves that are actually getting caught up into this downsizing. Okay. In these firings. Okay. That the federal government is doing. Okay. And see, with that being said, it's not just the federal government. Okay. That's firing and laying off a bunch of people. Okay. You're having businesses, in the private sector. Okay. That are downsizing. Okay. And they're laying a bunch of people off. And so what's happening is, okay, the vintage, is failing. Okay. And it's going to continue to fail. Okay. And a lot of our women, that are getting these jobs and perks and goodies, from Esau, they're going to be in a bad case. Okay. They're going to be troubled. Okay. And see, here it is. With that being said, inflation, okay, is just going to continue to, be on the rise. Okay. There's already reports of food shortages and more food shortages are coming. Okay. And see, here it is with, the unemployment rate being on the rise. Okay, you got inflation on the rise. Okay, you got food shortages that's constantly on the rise. All this is just going to do is just lead to more crime and violence being on the rise. Okay, and and see, with that being said, this place is just going to continue to wax worse and worse. Okay, civil unrest is coming to Babylon the Great. Race riots are coming to Babylon the Great. All hell is coming to Babylon the Great. And see, here it is. Many of these women, who are proud and they want men to be intimidated by them, or they feel that they're above the man, all because they may make a 6-figure salary or they may have a nice paying job, which, eventually it's going to be no good because the economy is collapsing and everything is going to soon go digital. Okay. These women who feel like this, they're going to have a change of heart very soon. Here it is, these proud women who feel as though that they're above the man, and they feel like they don't need a man, These type of women, they're going to wish that they had a real man in their lives, preferably a man of the Lord in their lives. But it's going to be too late for most of them because no real man is going to deal with a woman who's rebellious and, who does not want to get in order. Isaiah chapter 32, and this is verse 11. It says, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Okay, and see, here it is. Our women, they supposed to be humble, and in a spirit of mourning. But many of our women, they're in the spirit of mirth. As I was saying earlier, you have a lot of our women, they want to take to social media all half dressed. They want to twerk and whatnot. Okay, you have a lot of our women, they want to take rides on the car carousel and whatnot. Okay, they want to be a part of the thought culture and whatnot. You have a lot of our women, they want to call themselves Miss Independent and Miss Strong Black Woman and whatnot. Okay, a lot of our women, they say that they don't need a man, and whatnot. Okay, here it is. Many of our women, they think that America is just going to continue on. And you have a lot of our women, they want this place to continue on, because they want to continue on in the spirit of mirth. Okay, but these type of women, they're going to be in for a rude awakening very soon, And here it is, back to this video that I shared with this Eve in it. This Eve in the video, she was saying that she has a man. And that may be true, but if he's not a man of the Lord, okay, he's going to fall, okay, when Jacob's trouble, comes into full effect. He's going to fall over here in Babylon the Great if he's not a man of the Lord, okay? The men of the Lord are going to be the last man standing, okay? Only the men of the Lord are going to have that hedge of protection over them, okay? And, with that being said, many of these proud women, they're going to try to run to the men of the Lord, and they're going to get rejected. Isaiah chapter 32, and this is verse 12. It says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Okay, and see, with that being said, you're going to have many of our women, they're going to be looking for some type of a care package, from Esau. Okay, and see, Esau, he may throw them a few crumbs, but in return, he's going to want them to take that M-O to the T to the B, and most of our women, they're going to give in and they're going to take it. Here it is. I can remember a few years back, okay, during that sea scamdemic, okay, when Esau came out with that Beetlejuice, you had a lot of our women, okay, who folded, okay, and they submitted to this devil, okay, and they drank that Beetlejuice. You had a lot of our women who did that, okay. Here it is in my family, okay, a lot of women in my family, okay, they submitted to Esau, okay, and they drank that Beetlejuice, all, so that they could, keep their jobs and whatnot, okay? And here it is, a lot of women in my family right now are having all types of health issues and whatnot as a result, okay? A couple of women in my family have dropped, all because they trusted in this devil with that stuff, Isaiah chapter 32, and this is verse 12 again. It says, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines, okay? And see, a lot of women, as I was saying, they're going to be, lamenting. They're going to be in a bad case. And a lot of these women, they're going to be looking for Esau, to give them some type of handout. And Esau, he may throw them something, but in return, he's going to want them to take that M-O to the T to the B. Okay. And most of our women, they're going to give in and they're going to take it. And that right there is going to lead to their destruction. And so, that's pretty much the point. And, again, I didn't, make this lesson to bash all of our women, because we have some of our women, they've come back and they're trying to do right. Okay. And they're trying to get in order. But the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great, they're out of order. The majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are through. And this is why the majority of our women over here in Babylon the Great are going to be destroyed. And so, you have to stand on the truth, okay, whether you want to hear it or not. But no, that's the point. I'm going to go ahead and end off here. I hope it was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Kwame Yasharala and Abba Baba. Shalom.